Doorbell cameras carry such a weight that serves as a reminder of a lot that happens behind closed doors. Though these bring about the thriving idea of security.
Who is that? Get out of here! Get out of here!
Until a horrifying and unsettling reality gets revealed. These are the most terrifying doorbell camera captures that shocked its owners. The night seemed peaceful, but it held a secret waiting to be uncovered. A house camera captured an unsettling sight. A woman appeared at the door, looking desperate and hiding from someone. As the lights from the neighboring house turned on, she quickly hid behind a pillar as if she was being chased. She seemed to have run all the way there, but with everyone asleep, no one answered the doorbell. The next morning, when the footage was checked, the shock was too much to bear. The woman was gone, and no one knew where she went. Since that night, she has been missing, and the search is still ongoing. Alien encounter. On the night of November 15th, 2024, a strange figure was caught on a Ring doorbell camera in New Mexico. At first, everything looked normal until a creature appeared just beyond the wall. It had an odd skull with a face that reminded some of an alien. The homeowner felt uneasy and stepped outside, but the figure quickly vanished. People were convinced that it wasn't just passing by. It may have come searching for someone, possibly for an abduction, or what else could it do? Crawling entity. One night, a man heard strange sounds coming from his apartment. He went to see and caught this dark figure outside his room, its face hidden by long hair, crawling disturbingly. Fearing for his safety, he quickly locked the door, but then someone started knocking loudly. When he opened the door, he saw the figure standing far away. It appeared to be staring at him from the neighboring building. This looked to be a demonic entity bound to the area, causing terror. He wasted no time in leaving, hoping he'd seen the last of it. Later, he found out the previous resident had also left after seeing the same thing. Light Snatch.
Camera video that's raising a lot of questions today.
A strange video from a home security camera began spreading online. It showed a man calmly walking out of his front door late at night, but just seconds later, a flash of bright light filled the frame and the man vanished. It looked like he was pulled straight into the sky. The footage shocked everyone. Many started calling it an alien abduction. Turns out, this wasn't the first time such an incident had been reported. People believe aliens might be taking humans for experiments or study, and if they're really choosing people at random, anyone could be next.
Stop recording and you had walked out of frame and it looked like you disappeared.
Doorstalker.
Dad! Who is that? Get out of here!
A lady and her brother had just returned home from the market. As they stepped inside, they didn't realize someone was following them. It was a scary looking person sneaking up behind them. The man tried to enter the house, attempting to open the door, but they had already locked it. She saw him through the camera and felt a rush of fear. She called out for him to leave, but he just stood there, not moving. It was strange. Maybe he was a thief trying to break in, but with the homeowners inside, it didn't make sense.
Go shower really fast.
Haunted doll.
There it is.
A man was sitting in his living room when he noticed on the shelf a doll that seemed a little too weird. He bought it from a store for his daughter. After living with it for over a year, strange things began to happen. One day, while watching the doll from a distance, he caught an unbelievable sight on camera. The doll's head slowly turned, as if it was aware of being filmed. He'd been trying to capture this moment for months, and finally, he did. It felt like something straight out of Annabelle or Chucky. He instantly thought to throw it right away, but he wasn't aware that such curses can't leave you that easily.
I think I can see it on here. Hold on.
Hidden Watcher. Some YouTubers went to explore an old farmhouse. They were recording everything, and soon they found fresh footprints on the floor. But the house had been empty for years, so how was that possible? While they were busy filming, they didn't realize they weren't alone. Their camera caught a shadowy figure with glowing eyes, hiding in different corners, even outside, but none of them saw it in real time. Later, when they checked the footage, they got a real shock. Turned out the house owner had passed away there, and now his spirit still roamed inside. Doll visitor. Ohio became the center of attention for one strange sighting on May 23rd, 2024. A local felt an unusual knock at his glass door, and when he looked outside, he saw a creepy being standing there. Its face resembled a doll, and it seemed intent on getting inside. He got an instant thought if it was a possessed entity or perhaps a skinwalker trying to trap him. Thankfully, he didn't open the door, but what he saw that night haunted him, and the figure stayed in his mind, leaving him unable to sleep. He couldn't shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong.
What? What's wrong with you?
Dogman lurker.
What are you doing in my house? What are you?
Recently, this video caught the attention of many online. It showed a dark being entering a house where a woman lived alone. The only thing clearly visible was its glowing eyes. Its shape and face seemed to match descriptions of a dogman. According to legend, dogmen are shapeshifters, able to transform from a human form into something terrifying. As the creature lurked near the door, the video suddenly cut off. It's possible someone arrived to help her, but we can only hope she made it out safely.
What are you?
Burned creature. A brave explorer, driven by curiosity, decided to check out an abandoned house. He'd heard rumors about the place, but he ignored them. As he explored, he felt a strange presence hiding behind a wall. He moved closer and saw it, a creature with red skin and a burned, terrifying face. Thinking he could capture the moment on his camera, he moved in too close, but the creature caught him as the camera slipped from his hands. Some believe it was a fire demon, known for being linked to flames and destruction. It's said that the explorer never returned from that house, and his fate remains a mystery. Grave Reach. One night, a person was disturbed from his sleep by a strange, unsettling presence in his house. As he looked around, he was horrified to see dark, humanoid hands emerging from the roof, walls, and even the floor. The hands kept coming, and the atmosphere grew more terrifying with each passing second. Then out of nowhere, a dark, strange creature rushed toward him. The video capturing the incident ended abruptly, leaving everyone wondering what happened next. But there was a bizarre revelation. The house was built on a graveyard. The hands that appeared were the spirits of those buried beneath the house, still reaching out from the other side. Missing body.
Whoa, wait, no way.
A group of friends stood by a bridge one night when they noticed a terrifying sight. A pair of legs was standing in the middle of the bridge, but the upper body was completely missing. The legs moved as if alive, but how could that be? They were frozen in shock. Rumors suggested that a woman had tragically passed away on that bridge, and her upper body was lost in a mishap. Now her ghost roams the bridge, seeking revenge. Terrified by what they saw, the friends quickly decided to leave, but the creepy sight stayed with them forever.
What the is that?
Strange woman. In 2005, a hunter was out in the woods at night, hoping for a quiet trip, but what he captured on video was far from normal. A strange woman in white appeared in the distance. She moved oddly, almost like a zombie. At one point, she hid behind a tree and seemed to be eating something. Then her eyes locked onto him. She suddenly rushed forward, but tripped and fell. That was enough for the hunter. He ran and never looked back. He never returned to those woods again, convinced that whatever he saw was still out there, waiting. Road warning. A roadside CCTV camera captured something no one expected. A strange creature appeared. It had a human-like body, but also a long tail. The way it walked looked unnatural. Moments after it passed, a glowing light figure began flashing across the road with unbelievable speed. Locals who lived nearby believed it was a reptilian being, said to be spotted in the area before, and that glowing form was a forest spirit tied to the nearby trees. After this footage came out, most people started avoiding that road completely. Dark encounter. An explorer went into an old abandoned house hoping to find something interesting, but what he saw inside felt like a nightmare. Right in front of him, there stood a giant creature. It had a big horned face, and its body was furry and black, like a bear. He had never seen anything like it before. It might be a demonic beast rather than an animal. The house was far from the city, the perfect place for such things to hide. He decided to run out in fear and never went back. Backyard encounter.
Whoa, it's moving so weird, Tessa.
In 2023 in Las Vegas, one house's backyard camera recorded a creepy being unlike any known creature. For a while, it just stood there, almost 8 to 10 feet tall with glowing eyes. It seemed to be an alien. Yes, you heard it right. The family living there claimed they had seen a UFO collision at night before this happened. If that was part of a secret mission, then who knows how many more are already here, watching in silence. Backyard clown. Back in 2016, something creepy was caught on a CCTV camera in Texas. A man, dressed in a clown suit, appeared in someone's backyard. He had a white mask and was holding a knife. He casually walked around the property, peeking through windows and checking doors, like he was looking for a way in. It was clear he wasn't just there for fun. He might have been a thief using the costume as a disguise, or could have been a disturbed patient. Either way, the scene reminded many of the clown from the It movie. Silent stare. Next is this doorbell camera footage, which shows something super creepy in the middle of the night. It showed an old woman suddenly standing right at the door, but she didn't ring the bell or knock. She just stood there silently. She was holding a sharp tool in her hand. The family only saw the footage the next morning, and they had no idea who she was. Some believe she was a ghost. Years ago, a lady faced an incident in that house, and now they say she came back every night looking for revenge. Yard presence.
Oh my god, there it is, Mike. It came back.
A man kept hearing strange sounds at night and always felt like someone was watching him, so he set up a camera in his backyard to find out. When he checked the footage, he was shocked. A tall, pale figure with a human-like shape was walking across the yard. It could be a gargoyle, as it was known in that area, or some evil creature. The man stood by his window, frozen in fear. The figure moved slowly, getting closer to the house, but just before it reached the window, it vanished into the darkness. The man couldn't believe what he saw. Since then, he has never left his curtains open at night.
Thing is looking weird. Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Midnight visitor. This video went viral online, and honestly, it's clear why. It showed a man hiding near his bed after feeling something strange in his house. The door slowly opened and a pale humanoid figure walked in. Its face looked lifeless, and the eyes were cold, almost like a zombie. The being walked around and rang a bell, not noticing the man hiding. It soon left the room. Thinking it was safe, the man peeked out, but then came the twist. The same figure suddenly rushed in through the door straight at him. That's where the video cut off. No one knows what happened next. Strangely, the video was taken down soon after without any reason. Woods Watcher. This trail camera was set in the woods and captured a sight that would leave anyone uneasy. It showed a humanoid figure emerging from the darkness, dressed in white. What made it even more creepy was its face, hollow eye sockets, no eyes at all. Could it be a zombie? Well, that's what it looked like, but it was doing something near the camera as if it didn't want to be seen. If this creature was out there, there could be many more hidden in the woods. They might even head toward the residential area next. It's best to stay alert. Room intruder.
Oh. Not now.
You never know who is living in your house, as this man did not know until this happened. He was peacefully sleeping when some unusual presence woke him up. As he opened his eyes, he saw a skinny humanoid figure entering his room. Its movements were so unnatural, it didn't seem to notice him at all. The creature matched the description of a rake, a terrifying thin being known to lurk in the woods. How it ended up in the house was unclear. The man did not even know how much time it had been living there. Basement face. A homeowner kept hearing strange noises from his basement late at night. He thought it might be an animal hiding down there. One night, he grabbed a stick and slowly opened the wooden hatch. What he saw next made his heart stop. A creepy, pale face was staring up at him from the darkness. It didn't look human. Years ago, a family had lived in that house, but they had suddenly disappeared without a trace. Some say their spirit never left. After that night, he never opened the basement again. Whatever was down there wasn't alone. Fence breaker. This man noticed some damage to his garden fence, so he set up a camera to catch whoever was behind it. What the camera recorded was strange. A bizarre figure with glowing eyes breaking the fence and trying to get inside. It could have been a cryptid or even a skinwalker, possibly stalking the garden to hunt animals. What do you think it could have been? Street Phantom. On May 15th, 2013, in northern Bogota, a strange figure was caught on camera. A woman, dressed in white with her face hidden by her hair, was seen walking down the street, but as she reached a certain point, she disappeared. The footage was captured by 3 separate cameras, leaving residents terrified. Fathers suggested it could be the ghost of a woman who passed away years ago. She's tied to an old house where something tragic took place. Locals say they see her nearly every day. Dark ritual. A mysterious clip surfaced online. It showed a creepy figure with a spooky face and messy hair moving strangely in an abandoned place. The unsettling part? The figure appeared to be performing some kind of ritual with its hands. Viewers quickly speculated that it could be a demon possessed by negative energy. But just as the video gained traction, it was taken down from the internet. Some believed it was done deliberately, as if someone didn't want the world to know about it. Forest figure. This hunter placed a trail camera deep in the woods, hoping to catch some wild animals on video. At first, the footage looked normal, but then a tall and muscular figure walked right in front of the camera. It wasn't a gorilla, since gorillas aren't known to live in that area. The body was huge, and it moved almost like a human. Many think it was possibly Bigfoot. If that's true, then this might be one of the clearest Bigfoot sightings ever caught on camera. Street terror. Something unusual made a traffic stop, but it wasn't the signals. Locals were shocked when a creepy creature crossed the road. It had giant spider-like legs and a floating tail. It didn't care who was watching. It just walked across like it owned the street. People started calling it an alien creature. What's scary is, it wasn't the first time. Back in 2022, the same thing was caught on a street camera chasing someone. That person went missing after the sighting. Now it's been seen again, and authorities are trying to catch it fast. White spirit. While camping in the woods, a group of campers felt some unusual presence near the rocks. Curious, they approached and were shocked by what they saw. A giant creature covered in white fur. What made it even more terrifying were its glowing red eyes. Some believed it could be a demonic creature native to that region. As the creature stared at them, the campers quickly decided to leave, fearing it might charge at them. In the wilderness, encounters like this were rare, but not impossible, and they knew that besides wild animals, other unexpected beings could lurk in the shadows. They escaped, shaken and terrified. Midnight possession. Ever wonder if something bizarre might be happening in your home without you even realizing it? That's exactly what happened to a man living in Manhattan. He kept noticing food disappearing from his kitchen at night. At first, he thought it was his wife, but she denied it, so he set up a hidden camera to catch whoever it was. What he saw shocked him. In the middle of the night, his wife climbed onto the table in a creepy way, ate the food, and went back to bed, completely unaware of it the next morning. Some say she was under the control of a demonic entity. He didn't wait long. He called a priest for help. Giant being. A strange being was spotted peeking through the window of a house. What was it? It was a tall, dark creature with glowing eyes. It looked like a giant Sasquatch. It might have run from the nearby woods and ended up there, possibly searching for food. Sasquatch, once thought to be just a legend, now seemed to be more than just a story. Could it really be out there, lurking in the shadows? It's a creepy thought, something straight out of folklore, but this time it felt real. Who knows what else might be hiding in the woods? Staring witch. A local was waiting for his food delivery when he looked out of the window. What he saw standing there was something truly terrifying. A lady dressed in black and white, but there was something off about her. Her face was eerie, and she stared directly at him. The sight was enough to make him feel uneasy, especially since he was alone at home. He believed she could be a witch or a being possessed by an evil spirit. But what brought her to that house? From that day on, he never stayed alone, fearing she would come back. Cursed doll. A video caught something truly bizarre. A stranger standing in front of a doorbell camera is holding what looks like a creepy doll-like figure. But it wasn't just any doll, it seemed possessed. It reminded everyone of the stories we've heard about Annabelle, right? The way it moved felt like something out of a nightmare. Luckily, no one was home to witness it in person. That doesn't mean it's gone for good. If curses like this one are real, it's likely to come back, and when it does, who knows what will happen next? Pale Drifter. A street camera captured something that might keep you up at night. In the footage, a pale, skinny figure walked eerily down the street in front of a house. At that time, there was no one else around. It seemed like a skinwalker. And here's the creepy part. Several animals from the neighborhood had gone missing recently. Could the skinwalker have taken them as prey? The sight was enough to make anyone think twice about what's lurking out there. Floating terror. Near Kidney Hill Park, a local man was about to sleep when he noticed a van parked outside his window. Curious, he slightly pulled the curtain to peek. That's when he saw it, a floating figure above the van. It looked human, but its face was hidden behind long dark hair. It hovered silently in the air, like magic. As it slowly floated toward the window, the man quickly shut the curtain in fear, but he didn't know. Closing the curtain doesn't stop an evil being once it's seen you. Waiting curse. While exploring an old abandoned house, a brave explorer thought he'd just find dust, but he came face to face with his nightmare. A woman dressed all in white stood in the hallway. She moved strangely, like she wasn't in control of her body. Locals say the house once belonged to a woman who passed away waiting for her husband to return from war. Her spirit never left and became what many call a kuntilanak. The explorer watched silently from behind a door, but still, she caught him. He shouldn't have come alone. Now that she's seen him, there's no going back. Porch Ghost. A house ring door camera recently captured a creepy sight, a figure dressed in all white slowly climbing the steps. It paused near the camera, standing for a moment before it disappeared. It was possibly the spirit of a ghost or a witch. The area is said to be haunted by an incident from years ago, and locals claim that the ghost appears every night. This time it was only seen outside, but who knows, next time it could be much closer. Faceless Woman. A TikToker recently shared home security footage sent to him by a viewer. The footage, believed to have been captured in Azua, Dominican Republic, showed a strange event. In the middle of the night, a woman in a white nightgown walked down a dark alleyway. At first, it seemed odd, but upon closer inspection, something was off. She appeared to have no face at all. The ghostly figure was believed to be the spirit of a patient from a nearby hospital. The hospital, after these sightings, was permanently shut down, but the spirit was still said to appear every night. Shadow guest. A tourist stepped out of his hotel room to lock the door, unaware of the bizarre event unfolding just behind him. The hotel's CCTV camera captured a dark, shadowy figure gliding past in the hallway. While the tourist didn't notice it, the camera recorded the eerie presence clearly. It was later revealed that the hotel was built over an old cemetery. Though the graves had been moved, the evil souls were believed to still haunt the area. These figures are rarely seen by the human eye, but are often captured on camera. Glowing eyes. In 2023, a doorbell camera captured something unsettling. It showed a humanoid figure, possibly a woman, standing at the door. What was most disturbing was how the light reflected off her eyes. Human eyes don't reflect light, so why did hers? Some people speculated she might not be human at all. Could she be a demon or a skinwalker? Skinwalkers are shape-shifting witches who can become both humans and animals, and that might explain the strange reflection. This wasn't the first time such a figure was seen near the house. It felt like something connected to that house was calling the creature. Pool watcher. A surveillance camera near a pool captured a bizarre sight. Everything seemed normal when an odd-looking creature appeared at the wall. It didn't look like any known being. As soon as it noticed it was being recorded, it quickly disappeared. Want to know what it was? Well, it might be a skinwalker or even a rake. It could have come close to entering the house, but maybe got frightened by the water and left. According to folklore, skinwalkers are witches or dark beings who gain supernatural powers and can transform into animals. This one might have returned to the woods, but its presence was enough to scare anyone who saw the footage. Open discussion. A strange incident took place in 2025 in Barmer as one house camera captured something that appeared behind a wall and slowly came closer to the camera. It was a creepy pale creature on all fours, had a humanoid face, but looked too bizarre to even describe. This wasn't just a single sighting. Another such odd creature was captured too. It was unlike any known being. People started speculating that these creatures could be shapeshifters or maybe even aliens. Well, whatever they were, locals had already reported it to the authorities, asking them to act fast before more of them show up. Thank you very much for watching the video. Share in the comments and do like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.